Call the Honourable Trevor Mallard.
There then comes to be a very real question, sir, of how is it ever possible for the House, having accorded urgency to a set of matters, not to proceed or to review the order. Sir, it is something which has been regularly done over a period, and I accept it's much more often done on the motion of the government, and often, in fact, it's done in the decision. I think you set the bill down for third reading forthwith. On occasions, are set down for third reading presently, and that's often done on a nod or a wink from the government. But, sir, there has always been flexibility. There's the ability the Leader of the House can choose to pull out before we're finished. That is a choice. The House can choose to vary the order. It can choose not to proceed with particular bits of legislation. And sir, I'd like you to point out where it indicates. I can accept that a bill can't go back to a select committee. I'm not arguing. There's never a suggestion that this bill go to a select committee. That's Mr. I can remember the ruling. I think might have been involved in getting the ruling set up. Sorry, Mr. Kidd. Yeah, Mr. Kidd. So it's probably I was standing about here at the time, Mr. Chairman. But the point, Mr. Speaker, but the point that I'm making is that especially around the postponement motion, I don't think you can argue that this is not an order of the day. I mean, it's an order of the day that has been set up by the urgency motion. And, sir, I can accept that it's not debatable. I mean, it's fair to say that I might have taken a liberty in the support to the motion that I had, sir. But it's certainly. I mean, you might just rule out the discharge one on the basis of the urgency motion, but postponement within an urgency motion does not contradict the urgency motion. It's consistent with it. It's a matter of ordering. Not a matter of discharge.
Well, I draw the member's attention to Speaker's Rulings 12.4. The urgency motion does not set out a binding order of business in the sequence named. It is indicative. It is open to the government to vary the order. Yep. So the Speaker has ruled that it's up to the government to set the order. The matters are on the list are complete. It's not open to the member to. By motion to change to have it discharged.
Does it say that?
Well, the government can. Speaker Kidd has said that it's up to the government to decide. Hang on.
Yeah, but sir,
order.
Oh. Let's go to McGee.
I've been advised by the clerk, just to reconfirm what I said before, the motion to discharge is out of order because it has been agreed to pass the legislation in urgency.
I sort of accepted that. It's a postponement one that I'm...
Well, postponement is, in my opinion, in the same nature.
What? No, Mr. Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order, Trevor.
Yeah.
Order.
No, it's absolutely serious, sir. My understanding is that the House is the master of its own destiny with regard to these matters, and while the government can, and you're absolutely right, they can decide the order, that's been well ruled on and well used by others, by governments during urgency in the past of both types. So what is not clear is that there is no ability for the House itself to take a decision, either by way of leave or by way of non-debatable motion, in order to reorder the business. And sir, I think it's fair to say in the research that I did in preparing for this motion, I thought that the discharge was in contradiction to an already agreed position of the House. I could find nothing which indicated that a postponement was such.
Well, if the member's asking me to make a ruling, I'll make a ruling. My ruling is that if the member wishes to have a bill postponed, then the only avenue the member has for that is by way of leave. If the member wishes to, the member does not have available to him a motion of the House to postpone it. It's the only avenue. The House has decided that this is the business that's to be done, and having made that decision, that House's decision stands. If the member wanted to put that amendment, the member should have done it at the time the urgency resolution was put forward.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order, Trevor Mallow.
That's wonderful advice, sir, but I think that you know that the urgency motion is not an amendable motion, and therefore that option is not one that is available to members at the time.
Well, I just take the interjection from the Honourable Jerry Brownlee that it simply reinforces the point that if the motion is put, it's either carried or not. I call the Honourable Paula Bennett.
Mr. Speaker.
Point of order. Honourable David Cunliffe.
Mr. Speaker, I seek leave to have the bill deferred.
Leave is sought for that purpose. Is there any objection?
Yes, there is.
Objection.
Mr. Speaker.
Call the Honourable Paula Bennett.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the Taxation, GST and Remedial Matters Bill be now read a third time. Improving the integrity